Hi, I'm Rudy Jambar, and I'm passionate about social change. And one of the things that speaks to that is my profession. I teach history at Broward College. And when I teach history to my students, I don't do it to merely inform them about the past. No, something more important. That is to help them understand their present in order to help guide them towards their future. And one of the things I stress to them is the importance about making the world around them a better place. That a life lived selfishly is not worth living at all. One of the histories that I teach is African American history. And the issue of race is often brought up. And through my research and my teaching, one of the things I'm really starting to understand and realize is that in order for equality to be spread across the board among racial lines, that African Americans must experience economic empowerment. And my belief is that that could be done through entrepreneurship. Now, I can teach that from an academic standpoint, but I'd rather teach it from a practical standpoint. Therefore, I want to teach what I experience. So I'm driven to be a successful entrepreneur because I want to teach young people who look like me what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur, as well as creating seed money for startup companies or minority startup companies. And to that end, though, I don't want to just impact African Americans. I want to impact everyone because I care about justice and equality and any and everything that's going to empower and better anybody. So therefore, I understood it was important to create a product that was going to help me to that end. And I believe that I have created that product. And that's a clothing line. We like fashion, but what does your fashion say? And so the clothing line, named Raliman Clothing, is simply about empowering people by focusing on two things. And those two things bring all of us together. And that's our humanity and our search for identity. For example, the shirt I'm wearing says Haitians are human. And the reason why it says that is because really oppression begins with dehumanization. And many Haitians are facing deportation in the island of the Dominican Republic as well as some other Caribbean nations as well. And the truth of the matter is, it's one thing to deport someone, but it's another thing to deport people who have been living there their whole lives. As someone who is born and raised in America but of Haitian origin, I would hate to imagine what it would be like to be deported from a country that I've known my whole life. And so our clothing line speaks to that. But not just issues of humanity, issues of identity as well. For example, we don't feel privy to a stereotype. Stereotype is defined as an oversimplification of someone or something. And to that end, we created t-shirts that simply say this: I am not a stereotype. I will not allow your narrative to shape who I am or who I will be. To that end also, we're creating other campaigns for empowerment as well. For example, I am woman, speaking to the strength, the beauty, and the power of women. That women are able and capable of doing any and everything. And I, as a man, recognize that and want to speak to that end. And what we do is not just create clothes, but also create videos to really align their messaging and having it synergize and come together. So for example, we have a spoken word poem on the Haitians Are Human campaign. We also have a PSA featuring individuals from Dominican Republic and the Bahamas who are standing in solidarity with those Haitians who are facing deportation. And I believe that this era is the era because more than any time before, progress, the internet, and also art are coming together, converging to create a unity that we never experienced before. But many times there isn't a product to bring all of us together. This clothing line speaks to that. We are the voice of the people. We allow people to not just merely do a hashtag, but go beyond the hashtag. Because wherever they go in wearing our clothes, the message of change and empowerment goes with them. They become a walking billboard for change. And to that end, portions of the profits that we get from selling our clothes will also go to small nonprofits that are going to help make a difference. Dr. King said, "The greatest among us are the ones who are servants." And my desire is simply this, that you help me be a more efficient, more effective public servant, that enterprise and social change are able to come together, that I can be a successful entrepreneur in order to help my community become a better place. Allow me to empower others. Help me with that opportunity. Because our motto is simply this: be the change by wearing the change. But more importantly, I believe you could help me in my opportunity to live the change. Thank you.